Chapter 13, Fire in the Fields. The fire started just before dawn. A scream tore through the stillness of the morning, followed by the frantic clanging of a cowbell. Rayan jolted awake, the smell of smoke already creeping into his lungs. He rushed outside, heart pounding. The eastern rice fields were ablaze, orange flames licking the sky, black smoke billowing like a warning. Villagers ran with buckets and wet cloths. Children cried. The harvest, months of work, was vanishing into ash. Rayan grabbed a shovel and joined the line, passing water from the well. He shouted instructions, helped dig fire breaks, and refused to stop until the final embers died with the rising sun. By then, the damage was done. 3 hectares burned. Dozens of families lost their season's yield. And for many, it felt like something deeper had been lost. Trust and change. Rumors spread quickly. It is the solar panels, they overheat. No, it's the new compost method. Too dry. This wouldn't have happened before he came back. Rayan stood in the village hall later that day, smoke still clinging to his clothes, and listened as voices rose around him. Some anxious, some angry. I came here to help, he said. Not to harm, but fear was louder than facts. He called for an investigation, transparent and inclusive. With help from a local university, they studied the soil, examined electrical components, and interviewed farmers. Days passed. Tensions simmered. Rayan worked harder than ever, rebuilding irrigation lines, offering compensation from his own pocket, and staying up late to revise farm safety protocols. But a heaviness grew inside him. Was this a sign? Had he pushed too fast? One night, Darto visited him in the learning center, where Rayan sat alone. You planted new seeds, the old man said. Now comes the storm that tests their roots. Rayan looked up. What if the roots weren't strong enough? Darto smiled gently. Then you replant. You never stop planting. A week later, the report arrived. The cause wasn't solar panels or compost. It was arson. Deliberate, targeted. The room fell silent as Rayan read the findings aloud to the village council. The crowd murmured. Eyes narrowed. Questions flew. Who would do this? Why would someone want to hurt us? But Rayan already suspected. A landowner in a neighboring district, someone whose market share and influence had waned as Rayan's programs grew, had issued warnings before. He had laughed at the village's fancy new ways. Now the laughter had turned to sabotage. That evening, the villagers gathered at the burnt field. Rayan stood before them, not as a leader above them, but as one with them. They tried to destroy what we're building, he said, but they didn't burn the idea. They didn't burn our will. He knelt, dug a small hole in the scorched earth, and placed a single seed inside. Tomorrow we begin again. One by one, the villagers joined him, in silence, in unity. They replanted, not just rice, but hope. The fire had come. It had devoured crops, tested bonds, exposed old fears, but it had also revealed something stronger beneath the ashes. Resilience. Community. A vision too rooted to be erased by flame. And as Rayan stood at the edge of the field, watching green shoots begin to rise days later, he